Namaste students, welcome to our social class. This is your Vijayalakshmi teacher. Let's start our class today. In the previous class we learned a lot about the monuments of a state, the clothes in a state, the food of a state, the border, everything. Today we are going to start another new block, that is the 14th block. This block's name is Types of Food. Right. And today we are going to learn about the history of cultivation. History of cultivation means growing crops. When it started. Right? Tell me students, what is the name of your favorite dish? What is your favorite food item? What is it? Masala dosa? Burger? Biryani? Okay, do you know how this food gets on your table? Did you ever think from where do we get the food we eat? Okay, long back, many years ago, the early man was a hunter-gatherer. He used to walk long distances from one place to another. Okay, he used to walk long distances every day to look for food. The early man collected parts of plants like roots, leaves, flowers, fruits, and he ate it. Sometimes he hunted animals and ate their flesh. How did the early man find food? How did early man find food? Early man hunted animals. He took some sharp objects and he hunted animals, killed them and ate their flesh. Early man gathered nuts, fruits and berries. Okay, early man gathered. Okay, sometimes he collected, sometimes he plucked from the trees nuts, fruits and berries and ate them. Early man had to move from one place to another place. He was moving from one place to another. If the food in one place was over, then he used to leave that place and move to the next region to find more food. Right? And he used fire to cook. Early man used fire to cook. Tell me students, how could the early man start growing crops? How did he get this idea of growing crops? Maybe the early man was a very keen observer. He observed a lot. When the fruits fell down from the trees, from the seed, okay, when the seed got mixed in the soil, okay, a small baby plant grew out of the seeds. I repeat once again, early man observed that small baby plants were growing out from the seeds that fell in the soil. So he understood, from every seed a new plant arises. So he understood that. Maybe he collected all the seeds. Then he must have started sowing. Thus, he knew the secret of growing crops. Maybe that is the history of cultivation. Cultivation means growing crops. That is how he started growing crops. He understood from seeds only the new plants are arising. So instead of moving one place to another, traveling long distances, very risky, no? Wild animals will be there. So instead of all that, I can stay at a place. I can sow the seeds around near my place and grow them. And whenever I want the food, I can take it. It's a wonderful idea, no? That you too should observe everything very well, like how early man has done. Now for today's homework, students. Before the homework, I have a question for you. How would our lives be if the early man did not know how to grow food? If we did not know how to grow food, how would our lives be? The early man learned how to grow food by looking at the plants growing from the seeds. So he took the food from pulses, vegetables, he grew some fruits and he ate them. If he did not know how to grow crops, then even today also we used to hunt animals or gather food and eat. Right, students? Now for the home assignment. Finish S1 page number 30. Finish S1 page number 30. You have the same Venn diagram, okay, word web, what we have drawn. Okay, the word web, what we have drawn in today's video, the same one is there. You can happily write it. Second question, how did early humans begin to grow food? How did early humans begin to grow food? Okay, early humans observed that from the fruits which fell down from the seeds, they observed that a new plant was arising. Okay, new plants can be grown from seeds. Then he collected the seeds and he started growing them. Third question, how did growing food change the life of early humans? So after knowing how to grow food, how did the early humans' life changed? The early humans' life changed after knowing how to grow food. Instead of moving long distances, traveling long distances, searching for food or hunting animals, it is a very risky job, right? So now because he knows how to grow the food, he could stay at one place. He was no more hunter-gatherer. He started growing crops. So he stayed at one place. He was more comfortable because he could get food anytime he liked. Okay, that is the third answer. So this is the workbook, very, very easy. Write the sentences in neat handwriting. Let us check out what is second one. Answer practice question 2. What is this answer practice question 2? Let us see what is the question. How did early humans find food thousands of years ago? Okay, thousands of years ago. How did the early man find food? The early man found food by moving from one place to another. He gathered food. Okay, he gathered fruits, parts of plants like leaves, fruits, nuts, berries. He also hunted animals and ate them. Okay, that is the answer. And hope you have understood, enjoyed the lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Living in an age of daily technological advances, it's hard to believe that farming, yes, farming, planting and harvesting crops, was one of the greatest advances that humans ever made. This great farming achievement came about during the Neolithic Age or New Stone Age. Before this time, people followed the animals and wandered in search of edible plants and fruits. We called them hunters and gatherers, and they were always on the move. Slowly, over thousands of years, people learned to raise or domesticate animals, to plant seeds and harvest crops. Seems like a no-brainer to us, right? But this was huge. Having a stable or dependable food supply allowed people to quit wandering around and stay put. Raising sheep, goats, and cows was less dangerous and more dependable than hunting. So why the big deal? When people settled down to watch their crops grow, they began to build permanent shelters. They were going to be there for a while, so it was worth it to them to build strong houses out of mud bricks, stones, and trees. These strong houses provided protection from weather and wild animals. They had room for storage and new ways of cooking food. They made life more comfortable and allowed people to live in larger communities. More food in one spot allowed for more people to live there. These groups of people, or communities, allowed for people to work together on big projects like clearing fields or digging irrigation ditches. Communities also allowed them to split up the workload. While some people grew crops, others built houses or made tools or wove baskets. When people work at one job, they become really good at it and develop specialized skills. Farmers grew more kinds of crops, weavers wove cloth from wool and linen, stoneworkers used flint to make sharper tools and better weapons. Since food was readily available, people didn't just want to survive, they wanted to survive in style. They decorated their pottery in baskets, they made jewelry, mirrors, and nicer clothes. They were living the life. With surplus food and skilled workers making amazing crafts, people started trading for things they wanted and needed. Traders traveled hundreds of miles across deserts and seas and over mountains to get things they wanted. Popular trade items were flint for fire and weapons, obsidian, a black volcanic glass that was used for blades, arrowheads, and mirrors. People also traded for beauty products like stones, shells, and a red ore called hematite that was used as lipstick and rouge. Trade also passed along ideas, knowledge, and beliefs. Trade was the ancient people's internet. So let's recap. Greatest human advancement ever? Agriculture. Agriculture led to a stable food supply, which led to permanent houses, which led to communities, which led to specialization of labor, which led to trade. Yeah, computers and smartphones are great, but without agriculture, we'd still be hunting and gathering in small groups to survive.